This autumn's been fantastic for apples. Orchards are full of them. Even our newly planted trees are covered in nice rosy apples. But apples are for more than just eating. We're making cider.
This week on It's Not Easy Being Green, we're lifting our spirits with a lot of homebrew. Forget cider with Rosie, it's cider with Jilly Goulden. Will she think our scrumpy is scrumptious?
Do. The smell, you must admit, isn't enticing, is it? A little bit farty.
Lauren Laverne demonstrates her local park is good enough to eat.
It's my first time ever eating a bit of hedge.
And Toby Sauday, our green travel expert, is on top of the world in South Wales, checking out an eco-holiday rental. Our part of Cornwall has a long history of cider making, and the village was once surrounded by orchards. Here at Newhouse Farm, they used to brew their own, so we want to carry on that tradition, turning our harvest into both cider and apple juice.
But I think we've got enough there. Do you want to get Brad and Ant and we'll start making some cider? Yeah. We didn't have quite enough of our own apples, so we've been scrounging around the village and we've done all right.
First, we need to sort the apples. The sweetest we'll use to make juice. The rest will turn into cider.
What's the verdict?
Juice apples.
Pretty good. First bunch. Apple juice apples, not cider apples, all right? Your quality control.
Okay.
Get this up to speed.
Yep.
Pour the good apples in.
Right.
Good apples come right here chopped. Over to you two.
Cheers.
Pop them in here. Fold over the cloths. Yeah. And put another piece of wood on top and stack it up. James, turn it on. What I do? Yeah. There we go.
The apple crusher is making light work of the pulping. You need to press 7 kilos of apples to get 1 gallon of juice. We've gathered around 150 kilos, so,
That's apple juice. Woo! We haven't even started squeezing it yet, which is great.
that'll make about 20 gallons of juice.
I get really tight now.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh, that's really dry. We're not wasting anything with this, are we? Just a little tiny taste. Hold on, little tiny taste to begin with. Not much, is there? I'm not wasting it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, apple juice. Really good. First Newhouse Farm apple juice for a very long time.
Now we need to bottle it. And we've reclaimed some old bottles that are perfect for the job.
Give me some juice.
This way.
Right.
To preserve pure apple juice, you need to pasteurize it.
What we'll do is we'll take the little rubber stoppers off these so we can bake them in the oven. They're going to be 75 degrees for over 20 minutes.
Now, why are you putting them in the oven, though?
We've got to kill the germs, the bacteria or the yeast, etc. in it, which means it'll keep longer.
So cool. This is our like, first mini case of homemade apple juice.
We should really have a nice wooden one, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
From apples to bottled juice in less than an hour. That's not bad, is it?
While we press on, squeezing for our first batch of cider, why don't you go off with Lauren Laverne, who's on her own tasty mission?
Apparently, high quality and delicious ingredients are available here in the heart of one of the busiest and biggest cities on the planet, and not just in the shops. Tonight, I'm going to impress my foodie husband with a meal gathered from the land. Well, this park in North London, actually. No farming required. The great thing is you can forage all year round. In the summer and in the winter.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, and how brilliant is this? Lauren Laverne goes back to the future.
Wow.
Carol Hunt is a forager. She's a woman who knows how to fill her basket with wild things that are extremely tasty and extremely free.
Basically, today what we're looking for is wild leaves for a salad,
Right.
some berries for a dessert,
Okay.
and anything else we can find, really. that's of
Okay.
interest.
That sounds reasonably tasty.
And future me, what are you looking for?
Ah, look.
Mushrooms.
Flipping heck, look, there's millions of them.
There are, aren't there?
Can we eat that? What is this?
I'm not 100% certain what it is, and one thing I will say is, if in doubt, don't ever. That's one good rule of foraging. So if you're not sure what something is, leave it well alone.
Go on, tell me why.
You've got anything from dying within 3 days to being seriously sick, vomiting, all of those kind of things.
Get me back to the summer now.
You've got a few things on this hedge that you can eat here.
Really?
Or you can use.
I run past this hedge every day. I've never
Well, there you
thought
go.
of
These young leaves
eating it.
here, this is beech.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a little bit bitter,
But not
but not
horrible.
too much. It's kind of like a bit appley.
Apple peel.
It's my first time ever eating a bit of hedge.
Not to be outdone, future me is gathering shrooms aplenty.
Whack it in a stir fry, it'd be all right, wouldn't it?
Right, well, this is an edible flower.
Well, this one.
Yeah, seriously. It's called Hemerocallis, the daylily.
She's lost her
No,
mind.
no, seriously, I haven't. It's the kind of thing you might have in your garden.
Oh, you know, in a vase, Carol.
No, see, growing in your garden.
Okay.
And you can pick the buds around about this size
Yeah.
and put that into a salad.
You're crazy.
No,
I like
no.
your style.
Ow, these nettles hurt.
Come on, make an effort. You've been in training for weeks for this.
Oh, shut up.
Rubbish.
OK, what we're looking for is nettles.
Nettles.
Yeah. Would you like a go?
Not really.
Go on. Be brave. Roll it
Okay.
between your fingers and thumbs. So you squashed it. Seriously, trust me.
I do trust you because
me.
I'm doing it, but I have reservations, right? So give it a good squash.
It actually tastes really good. It's got a nutty flavour.
Oh, that's quite nice.
See?
So it's our liberated salad, freed from the park. It's looking a bit depressed, though, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yes.
Well, I have to say that, you know, I wouldn't turn my nose up at that in a fancy restaurant.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and all for absolutely 0 pence.
Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness.
What my rule is, you take what you can use yourself.
Wow.
Be very careful when raiding rose bushes. Ask permission first.
Well, we're going to make some rosehip syrup. And so first of all, you're going to top and tail these.
Okay.
You split it open. And then just used a teaspoon to get the seeds out. You're probably going to need about half
syrup.
of that bowlful to make a decent amount of syrup for what we want.
Could take some time.
Okay, about 4 tablespoons should do it.
It's my kind of dish. So,
You want to get as much of that pulp through as you possibly can.
fizzy water.
Yep.
Bottoms up. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, that is delicious. Beat that, future me. OK, Carol, so what's our winter mission?
We're going to make a wild mushroom risotto.
Sounds easy, yet delicious.
Now listen, future me, you're probably still rubbish in the kitchen, so remember, wash all this kind of stuff very, very carefully.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Stop being cheeky.
Easy. This smells unbelievably awesome.
Our summer menu consists of an achingly beautiful salad and a sparkling rosehip drink. And for the winter, a magical mushroom risotto.
Under Carol's tutelage, I think my husband's going to be quite impressed with my culinary skills.
Anyone can live off the land, but if you're tempted, make sure you find out exactly what's edible and what isn't, and get permission. Back at Newhouse Farm, we're ready to turn the rest of our apple juice into cider. It's simple. No pasteurising. You just leave the juice to ferment for at least 12 weeks, then you drink it.
All the yeast in the skin's going to be frothing up fairly sharpish. We'll put a little airlock in there, and then we just let it bubble through. And when it stops bubbling, all the sugar's been turned into alcohol. Yeah, there's 32 pints in there.
That's a good night out. That's going to be a lot of cider, isn't it?
Yeah, but we're still going. Look how many apples we got left. Julie Golden, when she comes along, she's going to have a surprise. Ah! We'll be there with red noses.
Yeah.
Proper cider drinkers.
I hope Jilly's not driving, because this stuff could be strong. And I have a simple test to show how much sugar will turn into alcohol.
Look at this. This is just juice. Yeah. And that juice depends how much sugar there's in it as to how much alcohol we can make. So we've got a little table here. So I put in my hydrometer, which is going to tell me how the specific gravity. Are you enjoying this?
Yeah.
Now you see you're a techie now, aren't you? Yeah? I just pop that in there like this. Okay, we look at this. Right, we're on. You look at the number. Was that
6.4%?
So if we turn this into, if we make this into cider, it should be 6.5% proof cider.
That's awesome.
Well, beer's 4%.
Yeah.
Brad, Ant. Okay. Yeah. When this actually ferments out the sugar, it should be 6.5% basically.
Makes it worthwhile, doesn't it? It's
That's
awesome.
a decent cider, that.
It's a scary cider, which is even better. Right, okay, but I need more of it. I've only got 5 gallons. God, that's only a party for one Cornishman, that. It is amazing, actually.
All aboard! All aboard!
Remember Toby Sauday, our fearless green travel expert?
I'm so sorry.
Well, this week he's given up foreign travel and taken a much shorter journey to Wales.
Holiday companies are waking up to the idea that there are lots of people who are interested in holidays that don't cost the earth, quite literally. Holidaying in the UK is a really great way of keeping your carbon footprint right down. Staying in an eco-friendly accommodation makes for an even smaller footprint. But does that have to mean freezing to death in a teepee on a Welsh hillside? Not necessarily. I'm on the Gower Peninsula with my new surfing buddy, John Williams. He's building an unusual house in an area of outstanding natural beauty that will have a grass roof to help it blend into the landscape. It's well insulated, will use green electricity, and has a state-of-the-art air source heating system.
Outside we have an air conditioning fan unit, for want of a better description. There's a compression process that goes on inside the machine, which creates heat, which is transferred into the underfloor heating system.
Fantastic. And I absolutely love this, and I don't know whether you've seen one of these before, but this is a sun pipe, and a sun pipe takes light from outside on the roof, bring it down through a polished tube into this dark corridor in the building. Even on an overcast day, it casts great light. It's eco-simplicity at its best. In just a few weeks, John wants to rent this place out to holidaymakers who want to be green but without compromising their comfort.
I haven't really planned inside at all. I was kind of hoping you'd be able to advise me on that front.
I'd say you've made a really wise choice having south-facing windows and keeping the colours as bright as possible. What about lighting? Because you've got a large number of lights in the ceiling, perhaps more than I might have put in. Are these halogen light bulbs?
They are.
They are. Halogen.
It's trying to get the building to be green, yet still have the comforts.
Because that does seem like the real compromise, and that we're still having to make in some ways in the green world, is that those things that are most green are often not the most sexy in terms of design. I'd like John to think sustainable with everything he buys. This is bedroom 1 of 4, is that right?
That's right.
I would say if you're buying a bed, think about where does that wood come from? Is it certified as coming from a sustainable source? Bedding as well. I mean, it's one of the areas you probably don't think about as being green, but you can get fabulous organic cotton bedding. You can even get bamboo mixed with cotton as bedding. The advantages of both are being that bamboo is obviously a very fast-growing, unintensive agricultural resource, so you don't need tons of water and chemicals that you need to produce cotton. Where next?
Bathroom.
Wow. This is quite a room. You can tell this is somewhere you designed for yourself. I love the use of wood, and I love the use of daylight that's coming in through from the lobby. But you've got a gorgeous shower over here, and I think my suspicion is it's going to be a power shower. Am I right?
It is. Again, it's one of those nice things you want to have in a house. If guests are paying good money to come and stay here, they want a nice shower.
But, for instance, a power shower can often be more heavy duty on the water use than a bath can. Now, I have an idea for the kitchen. Often people arrive with an entire boot full of food that they picked up at a supermarket. So I think if you can provide some sort of service whereby you fill the fridge with a starter pack of local food, organic food, then I think that'd be a really lovely way of making sure that people don't need to fill up at a supermarket before getting here.
So, plenty of organic food for thought. John's got a few weeks to complete the job and lay his green grass roof. The house is ready for the eco-rental market. I've come to give it the once-over with the most discerning woman I know, my mum.
On the
They're
grass.
falling off the edge.
Yes. This is lovely.
Living room.
Gosh.
Right, it's a proper house now.
Yep. Well, I've gone for all of what you suggested with the local produce. Swedes, onions, garlic, grown in our own garden.
Lovely. They look
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic. You can tell they're the genuine garden ones
They
that
are.
there's beans.
And so this will be here
Great.
for every single person that
Yeah,
arrives?
yeah.
That's the
And,
idea.
and it's really attractive, isn't it? It's lovely.
John, tell us a bit about where you've got the sheets from. Did you manage to look at the organic linen options?
They're all cotton. We looked at it.
Yeah.
With the timescales we were working to and sourcing them and what we wanted, we didn't go for it in the end.
And what about those light bulbs?
I haven't gone all the way with them. It's about 30%.
30% not done in...
No, 30% are
eco bulbs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Enjoy your stay.
OK, John.
Have a good
Thanks
time.
very much.
See you
Lovely.
soon.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Next time you're looking for a UK holiday, think about an eco-friendly place to stay. It may not be perfectly green, but a super insulated, energy-efficient place like this will have a carbon footprint lower than most of our own homes.
Dark greenies amongst you will find problems with the lack of organic paint, fair trade cotton. But for those of you after an unusual, if light green version of self-catering, then this could be just the place.
You're right, definitely light green. I would have liked to have seen John try a lot harder. For more on eco holidays, check out bbc.co.uk/bloom. Over the last few weeks, we've been following Chris and Jay as they eco-renovate their London home. Look at the steam coming off it. We don't need this. And right from the start, they've had a little green wish.
I want chickens out there. I want free-range eggs.
And so, on a very cold winter's day, James has turned up to make their wish come true. Nice earmuffs, son.
We're doing what's essentially like a skyscraper for chickens. Because you haven't got much space, so you don't want them to spread out. By making it a vertical structure, you're making the most of your space, just optimising it. And I think that's a really important sort of design for an urban garden.
It would be a great sort of sense of community to sort of go along and every now and again give someone half a dozen eggs and say, you know, these are from our chickens in our garden.
Yeah, it's so much more personal than a bottle of wine from the supermarket. But we've got to get on.
Yeah, I know.
Build them a house. Right. I think the idea of getting chickens in the middle of a city can seem quite odd, but you're not supporting battery farmed hens. Instead, you're sort of having free-range eggs that are locally made, so local that it's actually in your back garden. You can feed them scraps as well, so again, you're avoiding landfill. So generally, loads and loads of reasons why they're environmental. Inside their house, progress is being made. They're now fully plastered, so Jay can start decorating.
This is the master bedroom, and being the master bedroom, it's the first one we'll do.
great.
Really?
Yes, exactly what it's supposed to be. Exactly that.
I seem to remember you telling me about painting in one direction.
You've got paint on your nose. That's better.
It's been snowing, really quite cold, and it's getting late and it's going to be dark in about half an hour, so I'm not sure if we'll finish, but hopefully we will. The chickens are coming today, so we don't really have a choice, but...
Task for you.
Yes.
If you can screw these down into this board, please.
Right.
If I reduce the speed, like that.
Onto beginner.
Onto beginner speed. Gently, gently!
Sorry. We're drilling into the workbench.
Oh.
Much better. That's great.
A bit of tidy up.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Yeah. Well done.
Nice. And before they buy their own hens, they've asked their local city farm to loan them a couple for a test run.
We've got hens. Oh my goodness.
What do you think? Do you like it?
That's a palace.
What do you think? Chickens will be happy in that?
They will love it.
It's a nice urban chicken hutch, isn't it?
They will love it.
Have you heard of the chicken whisperer?
No.
I brought along, just so you can get to know who's brave enough to try it on. Yes. Yeah. Perfect. A fox-proof chicken run for 50 quid. But it doesn't prevent everything slipping through the net. Oh God, you got nailed.
Both of us got nailed. Look.
Yes, poultry poop is a hen coop hazard. So here's a little green tip to get rid of those stubborn stains.
I say, do you mind if I ask you how you wash your clothing?
Yeah, man, I use soap nuts.
Soap nuts?
Soap nuts, they're groovy.
Soap nuts?
Natural alternative to washing powder.
Yes, but wouldn't you swap that small bag of soap nuts for all this soap powder?
No way, dude. My small bag of nuts does up to 300 washes. Come on, here's the skinny. Right, dude, give me a sock. This groovy little bunch of nutshells will do about 4 to 6 washes.
Found growing on trees in India, these shells contain saponin, a far-out natural soap with no harmful chemicals.
No chemicals? Oh, is that absolutely necessary? Smells fresh.
Yeah, man, soap nuts like totally keep your clothes clean.
And save the planet, man.
From tip to tipple and wine connoisseur Jilly Goulden.
A little pop, but not a drop speltsy.
Jilly, lovely to meet you.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Jilly's arrived at Newhouse Farm and has agreed to let her finely tuned palate taste our rustic homebrew.
Are you ready for this?
I hope so.
OK, what do you want to try first?
Well, the driest would be best first.
Driest first.
Yeah.
Driest is the cider. They're all different batches of apples.
Relax.
No, this is...
It's going to be delicious, I hope. So is this one variety of apple?
No,
or a blend?
It's a blend of apples that have sort of come from the garden and the village.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you don't have to taste it. I'll taste it.
It smells a tiny bit like nail polish remover, which is never a great sign. The smell, you must admit, isn't enticing, is it? A little bit farty.
Oh, that's hurtful. That's hurtful.
Very dry. Bone dry. I really commend you for that. That sort of acetone smell, that nail polish remover, will die back. I think that's because of it being quite young.
We've got gallons of it.
Really grown-up drink. Pity about the smell.
Time for Jilly to feel the pressure. She's this week's eco-test guest. Let's hope revenge tastes sweeter than our cider.
Right, OK, Jilly, have you ever wondered what your sort of carbon footprint is?
I haven't wondered about it hugely.
OK, let's find out, shall we? How would you best describe your diet?
Vegetarian.
What kind of vehicle do you travel in, if any?
I do have a horse, but I also have a car with 4 wheels.
OK, what size engine's that? Come on, what is it? I know my... Yeah.
It's a 4-wheel drive. Yeah, I've really got it because we're in the middle of nowhere and I need to have that 4-wheel drive. It is probably about 2 litres.
OK, because 2 litres is actually large petrol.
Well, it's a small car.
Right, last 12 months, how long have you spent in air travel within Europe?
I only I do most of my flying for work, but it's difficult to calculate. Let's say 6.
And that's in the past 12 months, 6 hours. OK, that's...
I might have done more than 6.
What about outside Europe?
About 18 hours.
OK, MP3 player, mobile phone or camera. Have you bought one in the last year?
I have got a replacement mobile.
So
well, actually, until yesterday, I didn't get a new phone. So I'm
the
going to say no.
last 12 months. Do you feel bad? Do you think I'm being cruel here?
Well, I do think that's very cruel, because if you'd have asked me yesterday, I wouldn't have had a new one. And it was only because the other one broke. It broke. I didn't trade up or anything.
Right. It's calculating.
Do I get a badge, a kind of little Blue Peter badge?
You may not want one, because I've got your score. If everyone was living as you, we'd need 3.16 planets to support us, which is scary in its own right.
It's just that flight, really. I've only just come back, too, again, if you'd have caught me a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but you still live like that, Jilly. Jilly, you're not quite a green dream, but you're not as bad as some of our guests. Before Jilly departs, I've one more homebrew to tantalise her taste buds. Remember the apple juice we pasteurised? Well, it didn't quite turn out the way we expected. Here we go.
Very good, lively pop.
That was nice.
Heroic.
Oh, is that all it is?
I think
apple
that'll
juice?
be enough, actually, Dick, thanks.
Yeah, in fact, I suppose I should...
I'm liking the look of that. Look, lovely fizz. Well done.
It's actually very nice.
Eat your heart out, Brittany. It's sweet, it's delicious, it's lively, it's fresh and clean. How do you get this to be such a gorgeous, lively cider?
I feel guilty now telling you the truth. We put our apple juice in here to pasteurise it, and it wasn't heated up hot enough for long enough. So it didn't actually kill the natural yeasts in it, so it just made it all by itself. I've confessed,
It's supposed to be apple juice!
It's apple juice, it's just fermented by itself.
How absolutely hilarious, and what a recipe. This is like a French cider.
It is nice.
Absolutely gorgeous, and have you got a bottle I can take home?
Oh,
I love it!
No. Yes is the answer. It's not bad at all. Cheers, Jilly! Next week on It's Not Easy Being Green, we swap our cider for a spanner.
You found a bigger spanner.
Shh. And try to make water run uphill.
So what do you reckon, son? Whoa! Hey!
While Lauren Laverne is on yet another cushy number, living it up at an eco hotel. And Nick Knowles comes up with a way to save the planet.
Vote for me.
Can you believe it? Jilly Goulden liked our cider.
She didn't like all of it, though. That's quite
The
important.
scrumpy's quite rough, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Do you fancy a beer?
And the Strawbridge family's quest to live an eco-friendly life is now available in this BBC paperback. 3 of last year's contestants return for a grilling in MasterChef, next on BBC Two.